Hey family, it's Netta at Black Lives Count, and I hope you're doing well today. I thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for liking and sharing, and thank you so much, family, for commenting. I love to read your comments. I love to chop it up with you about whatever subject we are talking about and discussing in the comments. And I just love having that feeling as though we are family and we are all on the same page when it comes to America. So, family, I am here today or this evening to discuss with you the news that Gavin Newsom is saying that he is possibly running for the 2028 presidential election, and as well that may be hinting possibly Kamala may be his running mate. So I'm going to read a snippet about it, family, and then we're going to have a quick discussion. Let me put these specs on, family, because you know we older in here, okay? Okay. And give me 1 second. I want to ensure that I'm doing things appropriately. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, allowances is made for fair use. Okay? And so this article is from Fox News. And it says California Governor Gavin Newsom admits he might run for U.S. president in 2028. After years of speculation and denying the possibility, California Governor Gavin Newsom finally admitted that he may be open to running for president of the United States in 2028. This month, Newsom has done several interviews where the topic of being president came up. On Sunday, Newsom interviewed with Robert Costa at CBS, where he was asked about his 2028 presidential plans. Acosta asked Newsom if it was fair to say that he would consider a run for the White House after the upcoming midterms. In response, Newsom said, "I'd be lying if I said otherwise." On October 25th, Newsom went on the All the Smoke podcast, where he seemingly justified his presidential consideration by saying, "Trump is literally putting America in reverse. I can't take what is going on. I mean, no bullshit. Literally, I can't take it." For many years, many people have speculated that Newsom was plotting to run for president in the near future. However, Newsom always denied the allegations. Despite national interviews, campaigning in states such as South Carolina, debating Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis, and launching full-on social media attacks against President Donald Trump, Newsom has always denied the possibility and said he was focused on California. But now his responses are different. And I'm going to end it there, family. And let me say this. I wouldn't care if he put a cape on and the cape had a gigantic blue D and he was spouting gold out of a rainbow. I wouldn't vote for Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom had a group of black people to create a reparations forum to determine whether they would pay black American California residents reparations. And then when they determined that reparations was appropriate for what those black Americans in California had suffered and endured, he said no. Okay? He said no. And then they just pulled the nonsense again earlier this year. However, the mayor, Karen Bass, I believe she's the mayor of Los Angeles, I believe, she is giving upwards of $50,000 to the California illegal migrants, mind you, that are missing work because they are illegal in the country. Okay, so make sense. And he hinted at him and Kamala running together as president and she being his vice president. I don't care. I'm not voting for that woman, and I am definitely not voting for Gavin Newsom. You know, some of you black people say she's a black woman. Okay, whatever. You can say whatever you want to say. I know y'all are going by the white man's rule of the one drop of black blood. But that woman, I'm a black woman. Okay? I am a black woman who knows what it is to be a black woman. She has made, policies in California that affected my people, okay? Her father may be Jamaican. I don't know. And maybe he's not even full Jamaican from what I understand, okay? In fact, I understand her people owned slaves. And I know we can't hold her for that, but we can definitely hold her for saying she's not going to do anything specifically for black Americans. And so she cannot specifically get my vote, whether it is her by herself running or if she is running with someone else. I don't care. I don't care. I could care less. I'm not, if they was able to dig up and rejuvenate the body of Martin Luther King and anybody else, I could not care less. I'm not voting for them. Because these people have, look, until the Democrats give the respect that is due for their voting base, which is black America, and I hope the 92% and the 80% are paying attention, and I know some of them are still going to go out and blindly vote blue no matter who, but it will not be this girl, and it will not be at all for me. Okay, I feel so disheartened that black people are not more serious. You know, I understand that the trauma that Trump is causing in America right now, but let me tell you something. The trauma that Trump is causing to America right now is not only being experienced by black America. See, this is why they want to do something about it now. Because white America is experiencing the unsettlement of America. This part of America that they've never seen. That only black Americans have seen and have experienced. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care who they get to run. I will not vote Democrat until they are offering policies for black Americans. Trump can throw this sucker into a Ziploc bag and throw it in the microwave. I don't care, okay? I don't care. And I will never vote for the Democrats. And I'm raising my grandkids to do the same. If they don't give us policies, we don't vote for them. You know, that's like going to the grocery store and paying for your groceries. And then the cashier says, well, you can't take any of that with you. I'm not doing it. And people can call it one policy vote or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. It's more than one policy. Because see, when you have black men getting shot on the street of America, and you have black women like poor Sonia Massey, sister, being murdered in her home by white police officers after she called them for help for herself. When you have children, Tamir Rice, being black children, being murdered in the street and shot down like a dog, okay? When they wouldn't do that to a white child, not at all. They wouldn't do it. They don't even do it when it's a white man holding a gun. I just saw where a white man hid in a cornfield and ambushed, and I think it was in Illinois, but ambushed 5 cops, killing 3, and the other 2 was shot, but they didn't die. So absolutely not. We don't have a crime bill. We don't have reparations. They don't have my vote. And that's as simple as that. So what say you, family? Let's chop it up in the comments and let's keep it respectful. And because you have your opinion and I can have mine. Some of you will agree and some of you may disagree, but it really doesn't matter to me because I know what I'm going to do on election day in 2028 and any other election when it comes to the Democrats. Unless they have policies, and I need to go see your track record and what you've done for the community before, I will even think about giving you my vote on a promise, on a campaign promise. But that's where it's at, family. So I thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please like, share, comment, and I love you guys, and I thank you guys so much for being so faithful. Peace, love, and blessings, family. Bye-bye.